Okay, I think I'm live now. Welcome back, friends. Today is day 16 of my 100 days English speaking challenge. And today I want to talk about one of the most underrated life skill that people don't know about this life skill. And it's very, very sad that nobody talks about this skill. So let me start with a story. Once upon a time, I was watching a podcast of Ashneer Grover, the Shark Tank judge, and he was doing a podcast with Raj Shamani. In that podcast, Raj asked Ashneer a question that how do you get new ideas because you have built 3 4 businesses in your life. So tell me, how do you get new ideas for your businesses? How do you do that? So Ashneer says, hmm, bye bye. Ashneer says like I observe people. I just observe people. Whenever I go somewhere, Nasir bhai, whenever उसको मत हिलाओ आप. Whenever I go somewhere, in a restaurant, in a holiday, uh, whenever I visit some places, I just sit down quietly and just observe people. This is and this is why he says that I've got new ideas because I observe people. I observe their behaviors, how they eat food, what kind of food they eat, what kind of clothes they wear, what kind of places they go, what kind of things they do, what kind of gossips they are doing. And I am observing all the other things. And from where I get new ideas from my businesses. And when I listened this, my mind was blown away. Like, oh my God, this is so simple that anybody can do this. But most people don't observe. Whenever they are having conversation with other persons, they are flying in their own world. They are doing their own thing. They don't listen the other person very, very carefully. Like observation skill is one of the greatest skill to understand people. And when you understand people, this is one of the greatest life skill because every time you are having a conversation with other person, they are revealing to you. He is revealing to you everything about them, about him, like what kind of person he is, what kind of habits, what kind of behavioral pattern he is possessing, and he is revealing to you everything. You only have to do one thing. You have to listen him very, very carefully. And when you listen him very, very carefully, he will reveal everything to you. And the big problem is whenever people are having a conversation, they don't want to listen the other person. They only want to try to tell their stories, their life stories. And that is when the biggest problem happens because whenever you have so much eager to tell your stories, then you are revealing yourself, you are revealing every secret, every behavior, every habits to the other person. But if you genuinely sit relaxedly, calmly, and listen the other person, then you will know the other person, you will understand the other person. And that is the superpower. Because when you understand the other people, then you can know everything about him, then you can control him, you can make him work for you. This is what you can do when you try to understand people. So, whenever you are having a conversation, just try to listen to the other people. Just try to observe what he is saying. The biggest problem with people is they are judging every person based on their beliefs, based on their mindset. And that is when the problem is happen because belief system, your mindset, they are all the filters of your mind. And whenever you are receiving some information from other people, you are filtering all the information, and that is when you can't understand the other person fully, correctly. So what you have to do whenever you are having conversation with other person, other people, You don't have to use your mindset, you don't have to use your belief system, or all the other things. You have to sit calmly and be open minded, be open to receive whatever they are saying, be open to accept their point of view. I have made another video about perception and perspective. Like we people, we are always want to convey our perception to the world. We see the world through our point of view, our perception, our belief systems, our mindsets. But you, but if we do that all the time, then we can't understand other people, and we can't make them work for us, for me. So we have to try to understand their perspective, their point of view, how they see world, their mindsets, their belief system. And I genuinely believe, and I'm a big believer of knowing the other person's perspective, other person's point of view, how they see world. Because if I approach a person in a particular manner, in a particular way, I have only one way. But if I try to know other person's perspective, other person's approach, how they see, how they counter counteract with a problem, with a situation, how they tackle the situation, any particular situation. If I know their point of view, if I know their method, their mindset, then it will be very beneficial for us. Then in that time, I have two mindsets to solve a problem. I have two ways to solve a problem. I have two ways to tackle a problem. How beneficial is this? How cool is this? So I believe people are always revealing to you. People are always revealing everything about themselves. You just have to observe them. You just have to listen them carefully. In this world, in this busy world, nobody listens the other person. But if you go and talk other people and say them that, okay, tell me your story. What's your story? Tell me your trauma. Tell me everything about your life. And they will say their story happily, and they will feel good about themselves. I'll tell you one of the best thing you will remember, that the secret to becoming interesting is not become an interesting person. The secret to become an interesting person is to be interested in other people. We always try to show off. We always try to become an interesting person. But that is not the way to become an interesting personality. The way to become an interesting personality is to be interested in other people, be interested in other people's stories, what they are saying, what they are telling. Just try to listen to other people, just observe them. An observational skill is one of the greatest life skill. This is the most underrated skill, and most successful business person, most successful entrepreneurs in this world, they use this skill to build their businesses, to build their big multi-billion dollar businesses, to generate new ideas. So just observe people. This is what am I saying. I hope I convey the message well. If I have done any mistakes, please give me feedback. I'm always open to receive your feedback and love to receive your feedback. So that is all from me. This is Farhan Chamimi signing off.